Is up, everybody? So, I seen there was a bunch of news and stuff coming out. So, as usual, we're going to do a little coverage on it. I got a few things we're going to talk about. So, we're going to get right into these so we can be sure we cover it all and not have a lengthy video. We're going to be having Go a World Championship from the 15th to the 17th from 10 a.m. to 8 p.m. local time. So this is gonna be like the like an event outside of the World Championship, I do believe. Which we'll read more into. Bonuses: you get 5 special trades a day, so you'll get 15 special trades. 15, yeah, for like the 3 days, so that's not too bad. Increased shiny chance of Pikachu, which I do believe Pikachu is gonna be in raids in this costume. So if you guys would like to hunt that, good luck to anybody out there that grabs it. Debut the Varsity Jacket Pikachu, which yeah, we just seen the picture of. Okay, so we're going to get into these details. So we got the World Championship 2025 event running from Friday, August 15th at 10 a.m. to Sunday, 17th, 2025 at 8 p.m. local time. So got like a 3-ish day event. The following features are going to be Pikachu and Varsity Jacket. Increased odds to encounter Shiny Pikachu, up to 5 special trades a day, additional Pokemon encounters along the Go Battle League reward track. So if you are going to be doing some PvP, you'll have to let me know, or you don't have to let me know. Hopefully, you guys can get some good rewards out of there. I don't really do PvP anymore. If you guys would like to see me do some PvP stuff, you guys can let me know. Maybe one day I'll bring some PvP stuff back to the channel. Not 100% sure yet. Which, here's the Pikachu. It'll have its shiny odds increased, which I'm not sure what they mean by increased. It could be like 1 in 50, 1 in 100, 1 in 250, because I'm pretty sure full odds are 500, a lot of people say. So about 250 would be half. But if it's increased, who knows? Like we got the wild encounters. We got Nidoran female, Mankey, Meryl, Opa, Spoink, Inkay, Rookity, Fuecoco, Frillish, and Volibite if you're lucky. Everything here can be shiny, so if you just want to just shiny hunt everything, good luck to it. If not, everything here is good in PvP. You obviously want PvP IVs, unless you're trying to hit the Master League, then you want hundos all across the board. There are some mons that are good as hundos. I couldn't tell you, because like I've been out of the loop for so long. Majority of them you do just want as a 1 15 or a 1 14 14, whatever you can get, as long as the attack is as low as possible and then the defense and HP are as high as possible. Like we'll have some research in tasks, which if you did not get to get Hone Edge or complete Hone Edge, you'll be able to. Which I need more candies for Hone Edge, so I'll have to figure out what that task is, and hopefully I can see it a bit through the event. Or hopefully they just give us like some kind of like something so I can get some more candies for this thing. But yeah, if you don't have it, you know, well, there'll be researches of Pikachu with the varsity jacket as well, alongside Meryl and Wooper. Oops, I did not mean to open the Wooper. We don't need the Wooper. Thank you. There'll be a $5 ticket. You guys will be able to grab. It'll give you an extra raid pass, 25k Stardust encounters with the following Pokemon, which are all shiny available. Nope, Azumarill, Swalot, Claydol, and Low-Kick cannot be. But the Guzzlord at the end of this is kind of interesting. You're basically getting a legendary out of a research and it's been a while since they've had like legendaries and researches. Only kind of iffy about this is it's timed, so you better have it done before the 17th at 8 p.m. or you could miss out on some of these. But the encounters you will get will be Lickitung, Lapras, Sableye, Azumarill, Swalot, Claydol, Low-Kicks, Carbink, and Guzzlord. I don't know. I know Azumarill, Lapras, Sableye, Lickitung are good in PvP. I think Carbink is decent in PvP. I could be wrong. I don't know. But I don't know very many of. I don't know a lot of people playing Swalot, Claydol, Low-Kicks. Like maybe there's something I'm just missing out on. Guzzlord, same. Like, isn't that more Master League or is that Great League? I'm not even sure. Oh, Okay, okay. Should have just waited on my comment of hopefully they gave us ways to do Honedge. I could just do it in raids. So we got the Pikachu and Honedge in 1 stars. We got Lapras, Dusclop, and Diggersby in 3 stars. The only things that can be shiny in the raids for this is Pikachu and Lapras. Everything else is shiny locked. Which I don't know why, like that. I feel like they should just unlock the shinies. I mean, Honedge, no, because it's not in the game at all yet. But like Dusclop and Diggersby, like I feel like they should be shiny since their preforms can be shiny, and I'm about like decently confident that the main series games they have shiny or shiny evolved mons. But maybe I'm just wrong, and they just don't want us to have more shiny hunt possibilities. Special moves, Lapras. If you catch Lapras, it'll know Ice Beam, so that'll be good. Mankey into Primate is gonna know Rage Fist. Primate into Annihilate is gonna learn Rage Fist, and then Wooper into Clodsire is gonna know the charged attack Mega Horn, which all of those are charged attacks. They do not have any. Um, I don't remember what they call the other attacks right now. My brain just isn't working. Supposedly there's a video here that's. Oh, okay, that is. So in celebration of the 2025 World Championship, the this feature will there will be a feature of a new area and background battle music between August 11th at 1 p.m. PDT and August 17th, 25 at 11:59 PDT, which I have seen this. Come over here real quick. Like I did just the the Candela battle. Like I didn't hear any music because I don't have the volume up, but they do have this changed as of right now. It looks kind of cool. I did like a while we were in it, and then like what it looked like after. So it looks pretty cool. It really does looks pretty cool. Let me know if y'all like it or not. And yeah, hopefully, like if enough people like this, we do get to keep it because it would be so much cooler to see something other than just the grass all the time. Like, give us something more. So Go Battle Weekend is going to run from the 15th to the 17th, which we already know. Is this just the same thing? I don't know. This is different details. Okay. Event bonuses. The following Pokemon will be active. The following bonuses will be active during the Go Battle Weekend Delightful Days. You'll have Pokemon encounters via Go Battle League's rewards. Will have for various IVs. Like be different. Like I guess from what I had heard is like you can get IVs that aren't 10 10 10. You can actually get PvP IV Mons now with them doing this. So you can now get 0 attack and then 15-15 defense if you need to, like as a possibility. You'll get 4 times Stardust from rewards. This does not include the end of set rewards. So like whenever like the new season changes, like that's what they mean by this does not include end of set rewards. I think. No, the end of set is like your 5 battles. Never mind. Completely cut that part before that out of there. The maximum number of sets you could play per day will increase from 20 for a total of 100 battles. Yeah, so you'll be able to do 100 battles both days. So you'll be able to do 200 for the whole weekend. Actually, you might be able to do 300 because it says from Friday. So yeah, you'll be able to do 300 battles for the week for the event. If you do PvP, I don't really PvP, like I said. Free battle theme timed research will be available, including shoes and shoes for your avatar inspired by a trainer battler. We'll have all 3 leagues running. We'll have some outfits and stuff in the shop for that. We'll have a jersey and a visor for 2025. We'll have stickers. We always have stickers. Hell yeah. Yeah. Let me know what you guys think about this. I'm just gonna go ahead and just transition to the next one because we do have the Giovanni switching stuff, or the Giovannis, yeah, the Giovannis, the Rockets are changing up their mons and stuff that they have. So we're gonna run through them real quick. Which when you're facing Giovanni at the end, he's always gonna have that Shadow Persian, have some random thing in the middle, and then whichever uh, legendary that we're trying to save from him. Which Giratina is okay. Like, like if you don't want him, I would save your radar. I'm gonna grab him just so I can just grab it and just be done. I like to keep my researches cleared out, so but if you do end up going up against Giovanni, your best counters is you're gonna want fighting. Fighting covers majority of this team, like Persian, Rhyperior, Kangaskhan. I believe Nidoking takes at least like neutralish damage from fighting, so that at least covers like a majority of his team. You could also run Earth, ground, ground. Yeah, ground's the right one. You could run a ground mon as well. It'll cover the two. Like if you end up against Nidoking, ground moves will do more damage than fighting, so that'll be good. And then I'd say a dark dragon type. Dark is going to be your best, or fairy. Dark fairy dragon are going to be your best to go up against this. If I were to say, I would say take your darks over your dragons, and then fairies over your darks because resisted on ghost and dragon for fairies. I do believe. I know, or maybe it's dark that resists ghost. Either way, fairy or whatever is going to be a good team. Just team choice. Yeah, see, or ice. I forgot about ice, but I'd say fairy probably be better because ice is. I mean, even though ice could do some damage to like two or all three of the decisions, I would say fairy over it because make sure you can take this completely out. Fighting, because fighting takes out majority of these. Which they have some choices here for you guys to use. Dragonite, Machamp, Lucario, Swampert, Kyogre, Black, Kyurem, Donrings, and Necrozma. Like, if anything, Lucario should be what you start with. Swampert or Kyogre would be a good one to run in after. And then it would just depend on how you want to do this. Dawnwings, Necrozma, I don't think would be the best because it's a ghost type or a psychic type, so it would be weak to the ghost moves. So I don't think Dawnwings Necrozma would be a good option. You can run it, do you, but I would rather do Kyurem or Dragonite over Dawnwings, just saying. But with Giovanni talked about in the scene, you guys now know. We're going to just transition into Cliff. Cliff is going to have Cyndaquil. His middle mon is going to be either Skarmory, Honchkrow, Annihilate. And his last one's going to be Tyranitar, Machamp, and Luxray. A good one for this, because fighting, dark, dark, fighting. Fairy type would be good for this, because Fairy takes out four of these. A good fire type, just in case of Skarmory. If not, rock type will also deal with that, and it'll deal with the Cyndaquil as well, and the Honchkrow, so a rock type could be useful. Ground type could be useful, whatever, because Luxray, but, well, Luxray, Cyndaquil, that would be two. So I'd say rock and, what did I say? Rock and fairy would be a good combo for his teams. And then like your third option could literally just be like a fire type in case you do end up running into the Skarmory, or a ground type if you would like an extra ground type. Because yeah, it seems water type would be good too. Swampert would be a good choice because the water ground takes out one, two, three. So that wouldn't be Excadrill probably wouldn't be bad either. Rock and Steel. The Steel typing would counter a lot of these. Machamp would be your only issue. Reshiram would be good just to have. Yeah. So yeah, do ground and ground fairy fire? No. Yeah, Ground Fairy Fire should be a good little team for Cliff. If you guys need a good little team for that. Going into Sierra, we got Totodile, which it looks like. So we got two that are weak to electric. So I think, I mean, you could run electric, but I think that might be like a last choice. Got a lot of dark types here. No, you don't. You got. So I'd say a ground type would be good here because that covers the whole back row. It, so yeah, okay. So at least a ground type for the back row because every one of these in the back row are weak to ground. Middle is going to be kind of a toss-up. You could run electric to deal with these two. You could run dark, whatever, to deal with this. Which I think dark might be a little bit of a nah. You could do fire because it would cover this, but I don't. This one might be a bit of like a bit of a toss-up on what you bring, just because of Ferrothorn and Miss Magius. Like, I mean, like, I know that Miss Magius and Star Raptor, they're kind of easy to take down, super effective moves. But then, like, Ferrothorn, if you don't have like a good fire type, which would be 4 times effective, you are going to have to, like, squeeze your team to be able to counter all three of these. So if you were to do an electric type, a fire type, and then a ground type, you could possibly be okay doing that. But this one might be a up to determination where, like, Facer wants, she would see what she has in that second slot, back out, and then do your team accordingly. But we'll see what it says down here. So Reggie, Aleki, and Cortana can easily take out Totodile. Grass types, I mean, because like a grass type is gonna be beaten down pretty easily by the poison, the fire types here, flying type. Like, so I wouldn't use grass type if you're gonna be running through this. Fighting type would be good for here. There we go. I didn't even think about the fighting type because fighting could deal with the steel typing, could deal with the dark typing, could deal with the dark typing, could deal with the ground typing or rock typing. I don't remember which one this one is. So yeah, I would bring a fighting type, or like I said earlier, do a battle, see what's in second spot, and then determine your team. But if you don't want to, a fighting type would be good because that takes out like over half of it. And then you would have to deal with, like, maybe do an electric type, fighting type, and then figure out what you're gonna use for the Miss Magius. So yeah, that'd be kind of good, if you need that. So Regieleki can take out Groudon. Yeah, I see the ground type for 4 of them. Oh wait, Groudon can deal with the Ferrothorn. Fire ground. Okay, yeah, there you go. If you have Primal Groudon, Groudon will be your best bet on that one. Or if you don't, it'll still work. So yeah, I guess, yeah, use Groudon. And then while you can go with Dark or Ghost, Miss Magius can be beaten using highly neutral. Yeah. So yeah, Miss Magius really isn't too much of a problem because I know it's pretty weak. But Terrakion, okay, yeah, so like a rock fighting type. So yeah, Terrakion. Yeah, so yeah, if I were you, I would just go in with what you think you can get it with. If you can't, redo it. That's all you can do with all these. Oh, we got Arlo. Arlo is gonna be like the least relevant as of now, like until like they decided to bring in the Legend ZA stuff. But we're gonna outside of Chikorita, we got Slowbro, Crobat, and Steelix, Scizor, Shadow Alakazam, and Lola Muck. So a decent mon I would bring would be a fighting type with this because it covers Steelix, the Muck, and the Scizor. These two they're going to be resisted by, but they're also going to be only throwing resisted moves, so you won't take as much damage. An electric type, 100%, because of either one of these. And also, like, Alakazam is pretty squishy to an electric type, so. And then you got Chikorita. Chikorita, flying. Like, if you bring flying, you could do neutralish damage to Scizor as well. Like, fire wouldn't be bad, because fire takes out 3 of these. 4 times effective. Does some damage. Fighting would be better with this over fire, but can still be done. Or ground. You could use ground on 3 of these. So we got White Kyurem here, Primal Groudon, Tyranitar, Mega Charizard, X, or Y, and then Kartana. I don't know about Kartana on this one. Like Kartana's quick and all that, but it is also squishy. So I don't know if I would do uh, Kartana on this one. White Kyurem wouldn't be bad, because it could take out, like if the team is Chikorita, Steelix, and Scizor, it's just gonna burn all of it. But if it's not those, you know, Ice is only taking out Crobat. I guess if it's this and this, the Ice moves would, but then like the last section would have to be taken up by somebody else. It shouldn't be too hard for some of these if you have the right counters. They got wow, it's white or black Kyurem, so either Kyurem and Rayquaza, which yeah, Rayquaza wouldn't be a bad one. Rayquaza could take this out with the flying type. It would just be after this, like Rayquaza wouldn't be very useful afterwards because neutral damage on everything else. And if Steelix hits you with an Ice Fang or any kind of like rock move or something, you're gonna be taking some serious damage on that Rayquaza. Groudon can deal with Steelix easily. Tyranitar with rock moves makes it a great pick against both Slowbro and Crobat. I don't know. I mean, like I do understand that it's got Crunch and like some dark moves, but Slowbro is also going to be doing some decent damage against Tyranitar because where it's rock type. Like so. I mean, using Tyranitar wouldn't be bad, but against the Slowbro, that's definitely not a smart play. Because even if you are getting like crunches off and stuff, they're just gonna be sitting there using water gun. Water gun on a Tyranitar adds up quick, so I would not be having Tyranitar against that. Just a heads up. Yeah, see, we got like all these Slowbro, so they even bug type. Bug type, I don't think would do very well. I guess bug type for these, like 3 of these, it would. Muck, whatever, resist bug. But yeah, just like I said for the other ones, like if you have to go through, see what order they have the team in, and then you can plan your team accordingly. If not, then run it. But with that, hopefully y'all enjoyed this video. I kind of went on a little longer than I expected, but oh well. But I'll catch you guys on the next one. Peace out.